Alright, so in this video, we're going to go over the trading recap we did on gold. So yeah, we can get into it already. First things first though, I did call this out yesterday. It was kind of looking very parabolic on the daily chart as well as the hourly. As you can see right here, it came down all the way to 468 below. Silver and gold have been going up since November, December. It was time to short it. I mean, it didn't crash like how I thought it would, but it did give us a big opportunity, and I did make some good money today. So you can see right here on the daily, it's gone up a lot. It went up all the way since this, which was 1625. So last year, or let's say 12/31/24. So last year, December 31st, started picking up momentum, and it went up all the way to this. It went up about 159%, which was 9.5 months. So from last year, or no, from 2024 December to last year, that would be September 20th, 2025. Then it pulls back right here and it comes back down to the moving averages, which is the 10 and the 20. And then after that, it just kind of started going sideways a little bit and then started picking up momentum again. We can see the momentum from last September to the 29th of January, 2026. We could see that the day before yesterday, or today, sorry, the day before today, the big red candle, you can see there was a green one. And you can see the stock is getting overextended. Overextended means the moving averages are curling. When stocks do that, there's a parabolic put. It pulls back, then it starts rallying again. The stock gets overextended. The volume down here, as you can see, starts getting really high. So when the volume gets high, there's going to be a big drop. The volume starts getting really high, and there was a big drop. That's how we caught it. Those were the indicators I used, like my confluences, to know when to get in. On the hourly, if we go back to the start of the day, which was right here, this is the 1 minute. You can see right here, gaps up from 494, and it gapped up all the way to 50. What is this? 509. It gapped up. So it gapped up from 494 yesterday to 509 today, or 509 today. And then it started coming down a little bit. I wanted it to break the 494 level again, which was previous day lows. That's what we were looking for. I was coming down. It took a little bit, and then it broke 494, was right here on this wick, this red wick right here. It broke 494. So after it broke that previous day low, I got in, and I didn't get in gold, actually. I got in a ticker called GLL. This is an inverse of gold. So every time gold goes up, this thing goes down, and every time gold goes down, this thing goes up. So since gold was coming down, we wanted to long this, but we can go back to focusing on gold, because this was like my leader kind of, but I traded something else instead of this. I was going to take this, but the contracts were too expensive. They were like, I think 3K a contract, and you would have only made like $30. So it wasn't like, the risk reward was terrible. But yeah, the contracts were not good at all. So instead I took GLL, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So on gold, it broke the previous day low, and then it started dumping all the way down to 490, 498, 497. Then it bounced back up, and it's back at 496, whatever. It closed at 496, right? So looking at this, it did recover, but I am looking to short it again. If you're in the mentorship or the announcements channel and in the Discord, you'll know what I'm doing. This thing is getting really overextended, the gold and silver run. I don't think they could go any longer. I mean, there's been stocks that I've seen that gone up a lot and they just dump, like if they're getting too much momentum and all that stuff. So yeah, I want to see this gap down tomorrow, and then I would short it again. It's hard to guess where these basic materials want to go. I mean, these things have been going up. Silver was trying to be shorted like 2 days ago or a day ago, and it bounced back. So, I mean, not to say that this can't keep going up, but for it to keep going up, I mean, like there's no, I mean, I don't know. I think it would be weird for it to keep going up. I think it should be shorted soon. A gap down tomorrow morning would be good for it to break previous day lows, which would be 493. And aftermarket, I think it is, or overnight, I think it's at 493 or 494. If it breaks those, I'll short it again. I'm not going to get gold though. I will get GLL like we were saying. I'll probably get more shares. I did enter this on shares. I bought a call as well, but like I stacked up on shares on this. So I'll buy more shares on this. I trimmed a lot of my position. I trimmed like 75% of my position after gold started bouncing back. So I only have like 25% left. But if it does break previous day lows, I'll look to stack up more on shares and get a few cons for some calls to 20 or something. But I think it's overnight. I think it's at 18. It's up a lot because gold is coming down again. But yeah. And it's also based off of just like news and stuff too. I mean, Trump was saying that they're not going to shut down the government, and then they're kind of letting off on like the ICE stuff in Iran a little bit. So the dollar is coming up slightly. It took a big hit, so that's why gold and silver were rallying the other day. But yeah, I think it's going to bounce back. The dollar is going to bounce back a little bit, and that will make the basic materials start dropping again. But yeah, that's how I got in. For getting in and all that stuff, I used the 1 minute chart to see everything. When it breaks previous day highs, if I'm going to long a stock, or when it breaks previous day lows, if I'm going to do a parabolic put on a stock. And then obviously we focus on the daily. If you follow my strategy and mentorship, you know how we do it. Hopefully we see a gap down tomorrow or a break of previous day lows overnight. Then I'll look to get more shares and a few calls for GLL. That's my main watch for tomorrow. I just wanted to go over the trading recap. Hopefully this helped. We'll see what it's talking about tomorrow morning. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to leave the link to my private mentorship in the bio, and also, or sorry, in the description, and also the link to my Instagram and my, what is it called? My Discord. I'm gonna leave all those links. I have an Instagram group chat where I put free calls if I'm taking shares or puts. I'll alert if I get in the puts tomorrow. Thank you for watching.